What's up, everybody? I'm trying to shoot this YouTube video. This YouTube video is for people that, is indecisive about a 600 or 1,000. And I watched a lot of people moto vlogs and, what their opinion was. And I thought some of them was rather stupid. Just plain and simple. Like, I first learned how to ride on 1,000. I'm not saying that's the safest way to learn, but that's how I learned. My father had a Honda CBR 1000. It was a '05. So I learned in '05. And then I bought my first bike in '07, and it was a '05 ZX10R. Then I bought my next bike in '09, and it was a '09 R1. And then I'm here today with 2012 Kawasaki ZX14R. Now, I do recommend that if you don't have no one teaching you and you trying to go at this yourself and watch YouTube videos, just go get a 600. Maybe a 500 or something. I don't know. But it helps when you got an experienced learner that can teach you the ins and out of learning a bike in general. Not just 1,000, not just the 600, but learning how to ride a bike in general. If you don't have nobody backing you, you just need to, you're doing it by yourself, you need to just start at the bottom. And that's the safest way for you to learn. Now, for those that do have somebody, make sure they experience. Because I can get out here and tell you how to get on the bike and go. And you do it. But then what happens when you panic and, you're in real life situations and, So, have somebody with experience that actually knows how to teach. You know what I'm saying? Some people could ride their ass off but can't teach you shit. So, have somebody that can teach you something. Now, one thing I want to talk about with this 1,000cc, that's too much power and all this other stuff. How could it be too much power when you control it? My point is throttle control. You control that throttle. Especially a stock bike. Now, all my bikes was tuned to, there's no slack in my throttle, Once I touch it, it's balls, it's go or die. Like, it's... Stock bikes are much better to ride than tuned bikes. And now I can cruise on a tuned bike. It's hard, but I can do it. I got enough experience to do it. So with that being said, throttle control is what distributes the power to the bike. Your hand. So if you ain't got that, you don't need to be on a 600 or 1,000. Now, granted, a 600 is way more forgiving than 1,000, but like I said, if you don't have throttle control, you really don't need to be on no bike. Get in your car and just, ride. But I had a guy, his bike is not here right now, but he got a ZX10R as well, a '09. Now, he came to me and said he wanted to learn how to ride. He said, okay. I said, what do you want to buy? He said, he don't know. So I said, okay, cool. He first bought the ZX6. He bought a 2011 ZX6. He learned how to ride. He did good. He did fine for about 4 or 5 months. Then the bike got stolen. It's his dumb fault for leaving it out. People steal these all the time. When he got the bike stolen, he said, I'm gonna go ahead and get another one as soon as possible because I really like riding. So I said, cool. So I'm thinking we're gonna go shop for a ZX6. Now granted he was riding every day, but when we get to the shop, he didn't even look at a ZX6 or any 6. He just wanted 1,000. And understand that's his situation, and every situation is different. Like another guy I got over here, he's got an R1 sitting right here. That's his first bike. Now, he ain't been riding that long, but he's coming along. And also, people get hung up on horsepower on bikes, and that's okay to look at, but when you become experienced, or if you just like to read and stuff, you can read up on these bikes and find out that they make different horsepower in each gear. So like, my man has an '07 R1. It is pretty weak in first gear. So for beginner riders, that's actually a good thing. Now once you get experience, you're like, fuck, why can't I get any power out my first gear? But it's like I said, it's understanding the bikes, understanding that each bike performs different in each gear. Like this bike may have 168 horsepower, but it's only giving you 148 in first gear or 139 in first gear. Now second gear gonna be different from first gear, but you get my point that like don't get hung up. Well, thousands come with 160, 170 horsepower, and yes, it does. That's peak power, but each gear performs differently. So my advice to you is learn these bikes, go to the shop, sit on them. Stop watching these videos of guys telling you what to get and why not to get this and why not to do that. Because if you do your research, some of these guys only been riding a year, year and a half. Like, that ain't enough time to know anything about a bike unless you fucking at the track every day. Unless you just, you know what I'm saying, on the track, was born into this family type ride and shit, and you know it now. It's like the back of your hand. But if you just bought a bike a year and a half ago, you haven't even begun to explore the power that bike got within the, like, you don't even start that till like 6-7 months out till you actually feel comfortable on the bitch. So watch who these people are that's vlogging and, you know, telling you what to get, how to get. And if I said it in this video, I'm sorry, but I'm honestly trying to tell you, don't listen to everybody on here, including me. I got to say that because I'm telling you not to. But just do the research, man, like I said, because you're investing, you know, it's your bike. And then you want to be comfortable. You want to be able to do what you want to do. Like, a lot of people buy 600s and then want to get rid of them. A lot of people don't. So at the end of the day, just figure out what you want, not what someone's telling you is the best to get. Like, for instance, I had one guy, like, I'm watching his video, and he's telling you Honda CBR 600 is the best bike to get. And, you know, those don't even come with slip clutches. Like, and then he started ranting about, you know, the slip clutch. Now you don't need it. This bike it switches gears like butter. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, a slip clutch is to downshift, not go up in gears, you idiot. So, I mean, and if he do watch this video, I'm sorry, man, I just had to call you out on that. But 1000 is a good bike. 600 is a nice bike as well. Like, I'm kind of, you know, into the whole 1000cc thing and up. So, like, I'm not really a big fan of the 600. Now, I've rode them and I think they cute, but one more thing. Most people are going to tell you that, you know, you could throw a 600 around easily and, you know, you could do all this. And I mean, you can do that with 1000. You just got to be experienced. Don't start throwing 1000 around till you know you can. Like, I can ride 1000, you know what I'm saying? I can throw it around. And I went and stepped up and got a ZX14 just, you know, because I'm 230 pounds. I'm tired of playing with 1000. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, man. I know I'm going to get some flack on my comments or whatever. You're probably going to talk about me. Whatever, that's fine. But I had to get it out to the people that, you know, the only difference between the 600 and 1000 is yourself. Don't worry about the power because you control the power. You just got to understand that, you know, you got to respect that bike, throttle control, and that's it, man. Hope y'all enjoy.